FLA course online. You are with me with Bu Eka. We are here today and we are going to talk about the sounds of English. Are you ready? Right. Do you remember when you were in kindergarten? You have to sing a song, right? All of those letters, 26 letters. Let's remind ourselves by singing together the English alphabet together now with me with this video.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now you know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
That's right, you sang A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Now look at how we can write these words, the English sounds. The English sounds, when they are written, it is regarded as writing with phonetic transcription. For example, A, it's like an E and I. B, it's like B and I. And then C, etc. Okay? Look at them. The A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Would you like to know how it can be sung with the phonic song? Let's see the next video.
Names of the letters are A, B, C.
Sounds of the letters are A,
This is the perfect song. It goes like this.
the gorilla. Ha, 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 ha. Jacket.
Names of the letters are E, F, G.
Sounds of the letters are A,
Let's do the perfect song.
One more time. Monkey. Nose. Octopus. Pig.
Question.
Ring.
Names of the letters are N, O, P.
Sounds of the letters are N-O-P.
This is the perfect song.
Are you ready to sing? Sun. Tiger. Umbrella. Violin. What? Extra.
Z. Silence of the letters F,
X, Y, Z. Extra, yellow, zebra, and this is the end. Alright, do you remember the first letter that was said? It's a letter A, right? Now we try to say this in English and Indonesian. The picture of apple in English, but we say apple in Indonesian. So there's a difference in the sound, a and then a. Look at the next picture. We see the picture of a soccer ball. In English, we say ball, but in Indonesian, it becomes bal. See, there's a and a sound for ball and then bal. If you remember the next one with C, as in the picture, we pronounce as cat. But if we try to read this word in Indonesian, we do not say cat. We say cat. You know, not cat, painting something, cat. And then for D, it is given an example of dog. But the G sound, if it is in Indonesian language, we would possibly pronounce it as dog, as in doctor. Okay, so if you try to listen closely, we have different ways of saying but then there's also k, ch, and then the g, k sound, d sound. These are all phonetic transcription, or as I said in the beginning, they are English sounds. Let's look at my next slide. The English phonetic transcription. As informed also, there are differences in the sounds of A. You can see in the example, it can be like in the bottom there's the cat and then card. But anyway, we are concentrating on the 12 vowel sounds. As you can see in the example, there's read, sit, book, to, and then there's man, America, word, sort, and then there's cat, but, heart, and not. We will be concentrating on this. Are you ready? Well, I hope so, right? So how can we produce the vowel English sounds correctly? Well, whether you like it or not, we have to learn about the theory of pronunciation. First, the E sound, the long E sound, like the word sheep, or like the word tree. And then there's B, we, leave, see, peace, siege, seize, key, machine, and please. If you listen well, you are saying the long E sound. How can you produce that? Well, your tongue, the very front part of the tongue, the front of the tongue is raised to a height slightly below and behind the closed front position. So this is the tongue. That part is the front of the tongue. That would be the middle part, and then that would be the end part would go here. So when we produce the E sound, we produce the front part. With that production, the lips are spread. You say E, you don't say O, you don't say A, but you say E. With the tongue tense, with the side ribs, making a firm contact with the upper teeth, okay, the upper teeth. Okay, so you say E. See my teeth? Alright, let's go on to the next one. Alright, there's a difference between the long E and the short E. The short E is pronounced as it. Okay, example is ship, and then rich, city, rhythm, pretty, wicked, ladies, babies, village, and private. Okay, you can, if you try to listen very closely, you have the it sound in them. The spelling can be an I, a Y, an E, an IE, or even an like village. You don't say village, you say village. Okay? Now the short E, theoretically, is pronounced with part of the tongue nearer to the center than to the front. Okay, so this is the tongue, it's nearer to the center rather than to the front. The long E is the front part, but the short E is in the center part. The tongue is raised just above the half closed position. The lips are spread. You say E, you don't say The tongue is lax. Lax meaning it's you can move it with the side rims. Okay, the side part of the tongue, having a light contact with the upper teeth. If this is the teeth, then it touches a little bit with the teeth. Alright? Next sound is the A sound, like bed, dead, head, Manny, and Annie. How can you produce the A sound? The front of the tongue is raised between the half open and half closed position. The lips are loosely spread and are slightly wider apart than for it sound. The tongue may have tension than in the case of it sound, and the side rims making a light contact with the upper molars. Now E does not occur in final open syllables. So you say A, not E, not O, but A. Right? Next part is the A sound. We had E, we had A, now we have A. If you look at my mouth, it gets wider, right? E, A, right? This is why it is informed theoretically that the mouth is slightly more open than for E. The front of the tongue is raised just below the half open position, with the side rims making a very slight contact with the back upper molars. Okay, molars means teeth, and the lips are neutrally open. Look at the picture so you'll know how to pronounce or use the word A correctly. Examples of this is hat, sat or hand, and then lamp, rash, cat, and also bad. Are you a bad girl or a bad boy? I hope not. I hope you're a good boy or a good girl. Okay. Next, the other sound is Look at my mouth. It's not A, it's not A, but is articulated with the center of the tongue raised between half closed and half open. No firm contact is being made between the tongue and the upper molars. The lips are neutrally spread. The quality is therefore remote from all peripheral cardinal vowels and often coincides with that unaccented and being central vowels. So remember however, does not normally occur before the sound. You don't say ang, ing, ang, or It's usually you would have another vowel like the word being, okay, or green. Okay. So examples of sound, as you can see, is like bird, okay, bird, or myrtle, and then her, earth, like we live on the earth, and then turn, like we turn around, purr, like the purr of the cat, and then the word, the world, our world, We can also go through a journey, courtesy, girl, curl. So the spelling can have an IR, YR, ER, ERR, EAR, etc. as you can see on the slide. Next would go to a sound which we pronounce as Okay, for example, is teacher. Like me, I'm your teacher at the moment, alright? Other words are possible, and then gentleman, woman, oblique, suppose, particular, doctor, famous, art, etc. Okay, you can see on the slide the number of the examples of the words. Anyway, has a very high frequency of occurrence in unaccented syllable. Its quality is that of a central vowel neutral lip position, having in non-final positions with the tongue raised. See the picture there? The tongue is raising between the half open and half closed position, like the word alone, fatigue, not fatigue, but fatigue, and then decorative, and after, okay, afterwards. Okay, so the sound. Other theoretical parts you can read on your own. Right? The next sound is the sound. It's like a mountain, the sound. It's articulated with considerable separation of the jaws, okay, the jaws, and with the lips neutrally open. The center of the tongue, this is the center of the tongue, or a part slightly in advance of center, is raised just above the fully open position. No contact being made between the tongue and the upper molars or teeth. So, does not occur in final syllables, but it occurs usually in the front part, like the word up, cut, sun, one, country, young, blood, flood, and does. Right? We still have long is articulated with considerable separation of the jaws and the lips in neutrally open position. The center and back part of the tongue is usually in a fully open position with no contact, however, between the rims of the tongue and the upper molars of the teeth. Although there is difference of length according to whether it occurs in syllable closed by a fortis or lenis consonant, the shortening effect of closing fortis consonant is not marked as for other long vowels. Thus, reduced E sound of B may be similar in length to it. In bit, for the word cart, the length of the sound is somewhat longer, a little bit longer than the as in cut. So the examples are far, car, and then there's father, fludge, heart, hearth, clerk, derby, palm, like our palm, and then aunt and larva. We also have, now this is like the symbol but put in another way, like a mirror-sized way, but the pronunciation is not the pronunciation is like the word stop. Stop, because there's a dog coming, right? Was, what, cough, knowledge, because, sausage. So you pronounce it like okay, So the lip is rounding, and then the back of the tongue, see, if it's the tongue, then it's at the back side. The back of the tongue is opened fully, and so there's contact between the tongue and the upper molars or the teeth. Okay, like okay. Next one. This is the longer one. If before we have A, now we have A, much longer. A. Example is door, floor, cord, horse, saw, lawn, bought, cause, all, salt. Before, or, and for. Look at the spelling. O-O-R, O-R, A-W, O-U, A-U, A-O-R-E, O-A-R, O-U-R. Lots of different spelling, but all are pronounced as all. Okay. Theoretically, yeah, you can read on your own in that way, but the lip is medium lip, round E. Okay, we now have the short oo sound. It's pronounced with part of the tongue nearer to the center than to the back, raised just above the half position. There's no firm contact between the tongue and the upper teeth. It does not occur in the word initials, nor does it occur with the sound, and occurs in the final accented form of two. Examples are, look below you, foot, okay, foot, or book, like read a book. And then there's put, there's full, wolf, bosom, could, and would. Okay, so the oo sound. This can be compared to the long oo sound. The long oo, longer oo. So each time the sound is longer. In the phonetic transcription, you see the dot, dot, okay, 2 dots, a colon there to show that it is longer. Okay, in this case, for long oo, the tongue is relaxed from the closest position and is somewhat advanced from the back. Examples are like shoot, food, group, through, rude, June, chew, flu, glue, glue, juice, and shoe. Yeah, lots of theories, right? You might be thinking, oh, we're only talking about English sounds, but there's lots of theory to understand. That's why you're going to the Faculty of Language and Arts, right? English department, so you can learn how to pronounce the English sounds much more better because you know the theory. And look at this, we now have the table. Look, there's the position of the tongue, and then there's also the raised position of the tongue, and also the raising of the mouth. So if we try, like I said before in the theory, if we try to pronounce the sound long E, it means that at the very front of the tongue and also the raising of the mouth is quite high. Okay, in comparison, if we see the word or the sound ah, the long ah at the very bottom, it means that the position of the tongue is low at the very low part, and the raising of the mouth is open. So from the mouth it goes open, half open, and then half closed or closed, like the word E is closed. Okay, the mouth is rather closed, E, in comparison with the mouth of ah, that's very open. But then when you talk about the tongue, okay, the tongue, for ah, the tongue is low, ah, but then E, it's on the top part, E, okay, E, okay, you can try yourself, right? So remember about what to do with your tongue and your mouth, and you'll be able to pronounce all of the English sounds much more correctly. Right? So now, you have an exercise to do. You can write it and send your words to the YouTube live chat. Okay, use the YouTube live chat. Think of 2 words for each of the following sounds. Number 1, long E. Number 2, I, the short E sound. Number 3 is O, okay, short U sound. Number 4 is long U sound. Number 5 is A. Number 6 is and number 7 is Okay, there's a kind of like an R sound after the okay, Then number 8 is A. Number 9 is A. And number 10 is A. Number 11 is A. And number 12 is A. Okay, so use the YouTube live chat. Okay, please use it. I want to see if you can write 2 words for each. Okay, I'll be waiting. So pretty good for some of you. You're doing very well. That's why you're going to the English department, Faculty of Language and Arts in Sugyo Prananda Catholic University. You ready for the next exercise? Read with me now. All you have to do is read with me. But then I'd like you to send the recording of your audio record to my email, Ekawati @Unika ACID, like what you see. Okay? So, ready for the first one? Let's concentrate on the pictures. Sheep, ship, foot, shoot, bed, teacher, bird, door, hat, up, farm, and then stop. Right? Let's now read the words in the red colors. See, in, look, shoe, 10 ago, learn, saw, and then there's what is it? Yes, it's dad, and then hat, card, and box. Now concentrate with me and read the letters in black. Read, sit, book, to, men, America, word, sort, cat, but, part, and not. Simple, right? Now your turn to read them. For example, like this. See, read, sheep. In, sit, sheep. Understand? Okay. Read in that fashion. 3 words for each sound and send your audio recording to Ekawati at unika.ac.id. Alright, that's all from me. And I'll see you again in another episode of Digifla with Ekawati. Thank you.